A Netflix true crime documentary just did something that feels wrong in the best possible way. It used AI to anonymize two sources, so you see a person talking, moving, reacting, but the face isn't theirs. And it's about a case that already feels like a nightmare. A neonatal nurse, a hospital unit, and a pattern that people say they noticed too late. Tonight, the real story, what's documented, what was proven in court, and why this case still divides people. The documentary Netflix's The Investigation of Lucy Letby, released in early February 2026, and it's reignited one of the most debated true crime cases in modern Britain. Even the way the doc is made is news. People reports the production used AI overlays to protect identities while keeping body language and emotion. This isn't a haunted house story. It's a hospital story where everyone assumes safety is built into the walls. Lucy Letby was convicted in 2023 of murdering 7 infants and attempting to murder others, and received a whole life order, meaning she will not be released. There was also a later retrial and conviction for an additional attempted murder count in 2024, followed by another whole life sentence. Letby has denied the allegations, and the case remains publicly disputed. In some circles, one reason it keeps resurfacing. A key reason this case scares people isn't one single movie moment. It's the accumulation. Shifts, timelines, records, and repeated collapses that investigators and prosecutors argued formed a pattern. People's reporting summarizes key categories of evidence discussed in coverage. Concerns about unusual spikes during certain shifts, witness accounts, and handwritten notes that prosecutors said pointed toward guilt. In cases like this, the dread isn't just what happened, it's how long it can take for a system to admit the unthinkable. Here's where the story turns from trial into national argument. One prosecution expert witness, Dewey Evans, became central to how the events were interpreted, and later became a focal point of criticism and debate. And a panel led by Shu Lee has been reported as challenging parts of the prosecution narrative, fueling claims by some of a possible miscarriage of justice. Important, the convictions stand, but the debate is real, and the documentary leans into that tension. In January 2026, Cheshire Constabulary published an update stating the Crown Prosecution Service had decided not to bring further charges after reviewing additional files. And in February 2026, The Guardian reported a coroner opening an inquest into several of the babies. Another reason the case is back in headlines right now. So this story isn't over culturally, even if the main convictions are settled legally. Here's the part that lingers. In horror movies, evil is obvious. In real life, fear often looks like paperwork, meetings, hesitation, and people second-guessing their own instincts. This case forces the viewer to stare at a nightmare question. If something is wrong inside a trusted system, how long can it hide behind routine? And the reason Netflix's AI anonymization detail hits so hard is symbolic. Even the witnesses need protection in a story this volatile. No supernatural, no monsters, just the most disturbing type of terror. The kind that lives in places we're trained to trust. If you want more real historical horror, military breaches, containment failures, disasters, and cases that feel unreal but are documented, subscribe. Next story. Another real event where the cover-up was almost as terrifying as the incident.